Hello Libra, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess, here to do your weekly read from the 21st to the 27th of October. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. As you know, you're one of my biggest fans. I appreciate you so much. It's beautiful, and I'm proud to say I have a Libra moon. If you don't find that your Libra does resonate for you some weeks, then please make sure you check your moon, Venus and your rising, or your ascendant, whichever. If my readings don't resonate with you altogether, that's fine, move on. You don't need to comment that it doesn't apply to you. It would make sense, so you can just leave it and move on. It seems silly to argue with a video. The messages come from up above. If they don't apply, they don't apply. Okay, beautiful. Here to do your reading with the After Tarot. Okay. All right, very nice. There's a celebrator for There is celebrations coming in for you this week. The celebrations could be around a birth of a baby. They can be around, a wedding, some sort of celebration. You could be celebrating getting a job, going on holidays. But whatever this is celebrating with friends and family. Beautiful card to start your reading. Okay, so the first card out is the Four of Swords. I always think, like this card here, I remember reading about it once, and it was sort of to do with the knights measuring themselves up for coffins before they went away to war. I thought that was quite interesting. This is definitely sort of like the sleep of the dead, because it's about taking yourself right away from everything and resting your mind. So that's why it's sort of always likened to meditation. This isn't just about taking time out. It's about really finding time to rest yourself. So at the moment, this may be where you are. If it was something to do with me, I can tell you at the moment I am a bit dead on my feet, so I can relate to this one greatly. I had an afternoon nap this afternoon because I was so tired, thinking I'd just have 10 minutes, and woke some hour and a half later, absolutely disoriented. Had to do the Leo video 3 times because it just didn't make sense. So I can really relate to this today. Okay, so then we have the Eight of Wands. I love the Eight of Wands. It's a very fast-moving energy. It talks about messages going backwards and forwards. The messages are quite hot and passionate. The guy on here has a bow and arrow because this card really did earn itself the message of arrows of love, like Cupid's arrows. Because this is hot and passionate, it's messages of love going backwards and forwards, but they're very quick. The other thing too is it does signify internet messages, but text messages would be the same thing. Messages that go backwards and forwards very quickly. And then we have the Hierophant out here, or the Hierophant, or whatever, the High Priest in some decks. This is the card of... Look, it can be the card of marriage. It's the card of institution. It's very much a card of, being organised, organisation, having things in place. It can also be like a priest, and it can often signify marriage. I think someone's going to ask you to marry them. This Eight of Wands here is shooting the arrows straight at the Hierophant, look. So I feel like some of you are getting messages this week from someone who wants to marry you. And look, this would make sense with this card here too, because this is the card of celebration. Okay, if it isn't marriage, it's unlikely somebody be sending you hot messages about a job. However, it could be something passionate that you're interested in. Definitely. So it could be work or business. Something you're very passionate about though here. And here's an offer of love. Now again, sometimes I have people say to me, I don't want a love reading, and I think try and fit the messages to what you need them to fit. The message will resonate if it's right for you. Even if it doesn't fit love, it will still resonate in terms of a job. In this particular one, I feel like you've been waiting for something for a while because you've been resting with this Four of Swords. Something's coming in and it's an offer of something or a message about something that you love, that you're very passionate about. This Hierophant in this reading, if it was a work reading, could be relating to some organisation, some place that you wanted to work for. You know, it can be something legal, it can be a government department, for example. And it feels to me that if this is the case, maybe you are getting a job from someone, but this job would be something you're extremely passionate about, which of course is, you know, for some people, their job is their passion. If you, for example, just finished a degree and you want to have a job in law, then this looks like the sort of layout you'd want to see. Yeah, because it's pretty. Look at this. This is beautiful. Something's about to shine lights on something for you. The sun is coming out here, and the sun is a card of happiness and joy. Libra, you're about to get something that you really want. And I feel this sunshine. I can feel it on my face. It's warm. It's just so comfortable. It fits just right. Whatever you've been waiting for here is about to cast sunshine on you. It's beautiful. Okay, and then we have the Five of Swords. Okay, guys, why? Why do you not trust where this is coming from? Did you not think you were worthy of this? Because this is what this feels like. You've won this battle at the expense of everybody else. You've got exactly what you wanted, but now you're not really sure whether you want it at all. There's this feeling that you don't trust this offer. Let's keep reading and find out why. Okay, there's confusion here. There's confusion about where this offer's coming from, and I always look at this snake. You don't trust the person that's giving you this offer. Now, whether this is a job or love, there's some feeling of it not being right here. And I feel like, see, when I look at the cups, I think you're waiting for an offer, and you think you might be getting this one here that has this wreath in it, or you might be thinking you're getting this castle or a brand new home, and you might want to take the mystery gift here. But you see, one of these has a snake in it. It might be this one. And I feel like there's this confusion here where you don't trust where the offer's coming from. But hey, the offer's good. So I'm not quite sure why you're not trusting this offer. Yeah, you don't trust the person. Look at that. I love it. Oh, this is so brilliant doing these readings. The person that is giving you this offer has done something before in the past that has led you to think they cannot be trusted. And I look at this now and I think maybe this person is very popular and has lots of offers, lots of things on the table. It could be that with this Hierophant here, they're very important. But they certainly have a lot of offers, and I think you're really concerned that this isn't coming from a good place. I feel like with the Sun here, you need to trust it. This is here. It's passionate. There's passionate messages going backwards and forwards here. So even though you're not quite trusting it, you're still very passionate about this person. Oh, I feel a little sad saying that. Because I think they truly are coming back and they're honest about how they're feeling. And I think you love them too. But it's like you just don't trust the offer. You're hanging on to things from the past. Somebody could have hurt you in the past. Somebody could have done the wrong thing by you, and now you're finding this hard to let go. You can't hang on to these things until you're dead. It doesn't work that way. You have to let this go. You don't trust this person for what they've done to you previously, and I have no idea. Sometimes I think, you know, this card here gets a little bit of a raw deal too, because sometimes this is just dishonest behaviour, but it may not be bad. Sometimes, say, if someone was in love with you and they didn't share their feelings with you or didn't open up to you, sometimes this card will come through. Sometimes this card comes through if someone just dicks out on you in the middle of the night. So it doesn't always mean they've done something bad. They could have ghosted you, for example. But whatever it is, you're not trusting it and you're hanging on to something from the past and unable to let this go. I'm not going to tell you what you should do with this because it's your decision, but what I will say to you is the sun is coming up in this reading. I think the message comes from a true place. The offer, if this is an offer of marriage, stability, it's coming from the right place. And it could have been that this person loved you and they may have freaked out over committing to you, for example, and then ghosted you. It can happen. It can happen, that's for sure. But it definitely looks like it's a genuine offer. But you can decide that for yourself. You can work out how that works for you. Okay. So the card of the Outsider's come out for you. She's beautiful. Look at her. So the outsider, the main meaning here is misfit, loner, wanderer. Okay, and I'm going to read it from the book. It's number 22. Okay, so the outsider says, you have been given the opportunity to find your own way and to see the world from a unique perspective. This will give you great artistic, creative and spiritual opportunities. This relationship for you, this situation for you, should you choose to go forward with it, is going to open your world up greatly. It's going to open your world up greatly, but you've got to decide. I mean, you can't go into something you're unsure about, so you have to work at how then you learn to trust this person before you move forward with them. Thanks, Libra.